Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Coin Lady channel. We'll be discussing Ripple and XRP today. With that out of the way, let's go right in, and to kick things off, let's look at the general level of fear and greed in the crypto and financial markets. At the moment, as measured by the Fear and Greed Index, we are towards the bottom of the fear scale, at around 39. Also, I'm curious about the general mood of the internet at this very moment. Do you feel scared right now? Or are you viewing this as a huge opportunity and not feeling any emotion? If there's one thing I've made plain on this channel, it's that you can't let your heart get in the way of your wallet when you're investing. If you do, you're either 1. Over-investing, 2. An emotional investor, and 3. Missing out on one of the largest opportunities in the industry. And that's the secret to making it big. You should never attach your emotions to your investment decisions. I've seen too many folks lose money in the market because they were too scared to invest. It's also important to remember that even though the market is down today, or any day, really, many older coins are still up by double-digit percentages year-to-date, such as SDC, which is up 128%, almost 129%, HBAR, which is up about 64%, and XLM, which is up 62%. I mean, even XRP, among other coins, is still up more than 50% year-to-date. It's easy to get caught up in the here and now while considering this area, and that's something I stress anytime I talk about this place. What you should focus on instead is the big picture, the yearly trends, and the changes that have occurred since the dark days of November 2022. In addition, there are a few aspects of this video I'd want to analyze. The fractional reserve banking system is one of my primary research interests. Everyone out there must realize how broken our society has become. The absurdity of money is something I consider when analyzing modern culture. Money, as they say, is what keeps the world turning. This leads us to wonder what money actually is. What, exactly, is occurring behind the scenes? Money, in the end, is just a big con. It's completely fabricated. When you consider the fractional reserve banking system, it becomes clear that the very concept of money and finance is a sham. This is the fundamental concept of the fractional reserve banking system, which you haven't studied. A customer invests $1,000 and withdraws $990. They give away $900 in its purest form. This is fractional reserve banking. And they just keep recycling the same example. With a total of $3,439, the bank only has $271. They've already loaned out an absurd amount of money, but that's just the way it works. And I do want to call out Molly Elmore, number 22. I shared her video, or multiple videos, as well as many of her messages in a recent video on Twitter. Likely as far back as a year. But what you perceive is that she is referring to the Matrix. Listen, I kind of look at the Matrix and the concept of the Matrix from both sides. In the end, when I take a step back and look at the big picture, I see the whole world as one giant spectacle. Basically, you're saying that this is the Matrix. Buddha has landed in the Matrix. The Matrix is all about making grand claims, moving up the corporate ladder, and putting in long hours. Earn a fortune and your life's ambitions will be realized. Start your own business and get a job. You will find happiness and success if you work non-stop, regardless of the cost to her personal life. This false hope is widespread in Western culture, however, it is offered to males more so than women. Hollywood portrays affluence as the key to contentment, so it's easy to believe that's the case. Unfortunately, though, many people take jobs and learn the hard way that money can buy you freedom and experiences, but it can't buy you happiness. One's personal set of beliefs determines the level of happiness they experience. If you believe that people dislike you because of your lack of riches, then your wealthy self may believe that they only like you because of your wealth. You have to give it to the Matrix, it's very astute. And once they have made laborers out of achievers who will never be content, you can always try to get out of your mental cage by reprogramming your views. Listen, I respect your opinion regardless of whether you share this one or not. But when you stand back and take a good look at things, you'll see that everything is a mess, especially the world of just going out and doing things the old-fashioned manner. And please don't think that I'm sitting here telling you that everything you see is useless rubbish without offering some sort of lesson. The most important thing to take away from this is, of course, the opportunity to amass vast wealth. That's not how this works. The objective is to reach a point of great riches and independence from the rat race. If I ever get filthy rich, I can buy that Lamborghini. I could go out and buy the mansion, I could do this. However, I am aware that it is more important to invest one's resources wisely and make the most of one's time than to acquire material goods. This is not a scarce resource, there is plenty of it. Okay. Time is constantly passing you by. Time is ticking away from you. Having financial security is a given. Why do I even bring this up, you ask? Because, I think we're about to witness a major transformation happening around the financial landscape, and I think we're entering a period in which the fractional reserve banking system is coming to an end. I believe that several of the tokens we discussed, such as XRP, will generate significant value for their owners. Why? Because, the financial industry needs to be brought into the 21st century despite the fact that it is largely fictitious. This is made possible through the digitalization and tokenization of monetary assets such as currency and bank reserves. And many of these tokens, like XRP, are addressing inefficiencies in the conventional system. And it's altering the processes involved in transferring and settling monetary transactions. And when you give it some thought, that's not a stretch. Well, I anticipate a high cost associated with this technology. Just like in Mali, Omar is saying over here, they don't want you, becoming wealthy, and they will throw anything at you, so another shakeout is imminent. There is a lot of false information circulating right now. And it's all rubbish, like the widespread dissemination of falsehoods, which seems to unsettle many people. But the minority that remain here and keep their sights set on the prize will ultimately prevail. For instance, Johnny Dean has finished his run. That the misinformation spread is so absurd that you exclaim, "Oh my God, take a look." According to Bloomberg, the SEC has requested leave to appeal a federal judge's ruling that the XRP token traded by Ripple Labs is not a security. The article's title is also clearly visible. The SEC is taking legal action against Ripple for classifying the XRP coin as an investment. Cryptolegal analysis confirms this below. So, when you see this, no, it's not true. Rather, this document is a request for the opportunity to file an expedited appeal. Also, the elements of the judgment that the SEC seeks to appeal have nothing to do with whether or not the XRP cryptocurrency is a security. See for yourselves that your report is erroneous. Please retract and fix and listen. We've seen a lot of this going on, and it's quite astonishing that business or Bloomberg, if you will, would get this entirely wrong and publish a phony story here as the genuine brief filed today. It is clear from the SEC's brief filed today that they are not seeking a review of any holding related to the fact that the underlying assets here are nothing more than computer code with no inherent value, and that the XRP token is classified as a security. Have to enjoy hearing that. But hear me out, there's been a tremendous amount of stuff on Twitter. Evergrande and SpaceX are, in fact, the week's most often encrypted keywords, according to this report. Some believe that approximately $850 million was liquidated from SpaceX because of the Evergrande's bankruptcy, which many people attribute to having a detrimental effect on the global economy. Sell off. These were the most popular ones being discussed on Twitter at the moment. Another major point I'd like to make is that even though we'll meet FUD at rock bottom, you won't realize it because everyone will be proclaiming that the sky is falling. In March of 2020, when we saw it. Anyone there in March of 2020 will recall widespread consensus that cryptocurrencies were doomed. It's odd since around this time, Bitcoin's coin market cap dropped to around $5,000, and I remember reading that on various exchanges, over 3,800 people were demanding that the price drop below $1,000. It seems like everyone is suddenly demanding the moon in terms of crypto, but if you've been following the space for any length of time at all, you know that many people once believed that cryptocurrencies had reached their end. If you were bidding on some cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin or whatever it was in March of 2020, you would have made a killing. In the end, those who didn't want to buy were shaken out of the market, and since then the market has exploded upward. Dogecoin's meteoric rise in value caught the attention of the masses, and the cryptocurrency quickly became a mainstream topic of conversation. And that's funny, but you know, it's truly crazy what's going on in this sector, and we even see it here from crypto. She's calling you a bro, Eddie. Professor Elon Salas source-based Bitcoin. How do you post a story without providing a reference to a reputable outlet? What if I fail to receive a confirmation update? Please enlighten me. I don't like this kind of underhanded reporting. This comes from the Wall Street Journal reporter who was posting extensively on the Bitcoin sales and how, among other things, Elon's sale of his Bitcoin contributed to the market's subsequent collapse upon the release of the Evergrande news. Even XRP Darren, as we can see, is speculating that someone opened a call position on 5x with 500x leverage. Shorting Bitcoin. Hey listen, I have no idea what goes on behind closed doors, but I bet there's a lot of trading going on before these headline articles drop, and it's all unsourced. It's the most pressing issue in my opinion. This is why I recommend disregarding it all. Don't pay attention to this rubbish. Ignore it if there is no confirmation from a reliable source. Because this is a pivotal time for the industry as a whole. What do I mean by saying this? Get some distance. Take a look at what has transpired during the year. Take a look at everything that has been brought to your attention in recent conversation. This is a pivotal time for the development of this area. Fear, FUD, misinformation, and everything else will drive 99% of the population away from this market. If you liked this video, please hit that like button, turn on those subscription notifications. See you soon, bye.